We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the current industry.
You see golden bubbles, crystal glow, waves of fortune overflow. Laughter echoes, hearts ignite, living dreams in Paris light. I attract moments of pure joy, pure joy. Luxury flows is my choice, my choice. Money flows easily, flows so free. Abundance is my birthright. You'll see. Abundance is my birthright. You'll see. My wallet's fast, bursting wide. Digits climbing like a rising tide. The world's a menu I can choose. No such thing as win or lose. A gold horizon's where I play. Every step a brighter day. My wealth grows every day. Confidence is your currency. Spend it wisely. Abundantly. I walk the street with my head held tight. Even clouds can't shade my sky. Dreams in my pocket, dreams in my hand. The kingdom I built, no shifting sand. Every dollar sings my tune. My fortune rising like the moon. My wealth grows every day. Confidence is your currency. Spend it wisely.
Good afternoon, family. We're going to get started in literally a couple minutes. If you guys just screenshot that you are on this call, send it out to the chat boxes. Let's blow up the chat boxes. Let's get way more people in this call. We're going to get started in a couple minutes.
My wealth grows every day. Confidence is your currency. Spend it wisely. Abundantly. Cruising fast, red Ferrari glow. City lights, they sparkle, they show.
with my crew, we're laughing, we're free. Every moment's pure ecstasy. Abundance flows, it's in the air. Feeling now, it's everywhere. Oh yeah, act as if you got it all. The universe will heed your call. Joyful vibes, they lead the way. Life is ours, let's seize the day. Windows down, the breeze is sweet. So sweet. City hum, it's our heartbeat. Every turn,
Hello, 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 hello. Let me pin myself. Just drop a one. You guys can hear me. You guys can see me. Let's get all the technicals out of the way. Y'all can hear me. Y'all can see me. All good, all good, all good. Okay, amazing. Let me throw up the chat box. So I've got you guys here. Amazing. Cool. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to be going through a little bit of information. This is going to be a lot of information, actually, if I'm being completely honest. This is obviously our affiliate training that we host every single week. 8 p.m. UK time, 9 p.m. Sweden time. I'm going to be going through a lot of things that I feel like the team need. I've been speaking to a lot of people over the last few days, and I just found that there was consistencies in terms of how people were feeling, what people need. And I want you guys to understand that during this period, during your entrepreneurial journey, during your business, you building a business, there's going to be certain phases that you experience. There's going to be certain seasons that you experience. And of course, sometimes during winter, you're going to experience hibernation phase. So during this period, you're a little bit more tired, you're a little bit more drowsy, you're a little bit more, I can't be bothered. Okay. And it's completely normal. But during that period is where it's going to show you how successful of an entrepreneur you're going to be, how successful of a business owner you're going to be, because we don't operate off of feelings. Okay. So I want to give you some practical things that you guys can do on a day-to-day basis and just help you guys understand the industry that we're actually in, and just give you some practical things that you guys can apply in your day-to-day to make sure that we are getting results during this period and during this time. So I've made a presentation. I've been studying Daniel G quite a lot recently. I purchased his course. And I've been learning a lot in terms of how he kind of presents, how he kind of speaks to people. I'm obsessed with Daniel G. He is really good. He's one of the number one sales coaches in the world. He's helped so many people within network marketing, so many people that sell products, so many people that are coaches. He coaches the coaches, okay? And he just kind of goes through how to basically do sales, because that is the industry that we're in, and without being too salesy. So I really wanted to give you guys some practical things that we can apply, and maybe why we're in a certain period that we are in, okay? So how to sell without feeling too salesy. I know a lot of us, when we're approaching people about this business, we feel like we are too salesy, or we're harassing people, or we're annoying people, or, you know, you don't really want to present it to anyone or talk to it about anyone because you feel like you're annoying them. And I've had a few conversations over the last few days where some people are like, well, how do you approach people without being too annoying? Unfortunately, the business that we're in, we're not annoying. It's your mindset and your perception of what it is that we're doing. So I'm going to get into it and help you guys understand. So when it comes to sales, I want you guys to reframe sales. So please do take notes. I'm going to be going through a lot of information. This is not my training. This is something that I've learned from Daniel G, and it has helped me a lot in terms of just being able to understand the industry that we're in and our self concept and how we think about ourselves. Okay, so In terms of reframing sales, most affiliates don't fail because of the product. Okay, they fail because how they see sales and how they see themselves. So we can all agree that our product is really good. You know, people are making money every single day. People are making money from Sniper Pro. People are making money from John Oliver sessions. People are making money from the copy paste trade. And we can agree that our system and how people make money is good. So it's not the products that don't work. It's not the products that are not selling people. It's not the products that are the issue because we have a good product. It's normally because of how we see sales and how we see ourselves. You have to understand that we are already selling. Every single day we are selling. Okay. But majority of the time we don't get paid for it. Okay. You know, on Uber, you know, the Uber app where it is recording, yeah. So on the Uber app, we refer a friend and you get £10 and they get £10 off. Okay. Or example, even on Revolut, if you share Revolut with someone, they get £50, you get £50. Or if you refer someone to your bank pays you, like some banks pay even £100. We are already recommending products and services every single day, but we're just not getting paid for it. So when you're actually recommending something that you can actually get paid for and that people actually view this as something that can change their life, and when you view it as something that can change their life, you look at it less that you're harassing them and more that you're helping them. Okay, so you're already selling every day, but you just don't get paid for it. You want to look at this as I'm helping you by sharing. Okay. And when it comes to posting, you're selling. When it comes to messaging prospects, you're selling. When you invite people to a call, you're selling. And if you don't own that you are selling something, you're never going to be able to master it. I know a lot of the time we say we don't share, we're not selling, we're sharing, or we're not convincing, we're sharing. But at the end of the day, it does require you to have some sort of sales skills for you to be successful in this industry. Okay. You are going to need some sort of sales skills. You are going to need to know that we are selling something because we are selling something. People need to purchase something in order for us for them to join our community. So we're in sales. Okay. It requires us to be good at what we're doing and what we're selling. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense, but I just wanted to kind of reframe our mindset when it comes to selling and just getting good at the skill set. Once you get good at selling and once you understand that you are either being sold to or doing the selling, it's one of the other. And Grant Cardone has a really good book about being how to sell or be sold to, or some, I can't remember, but I read it a few years ago. But he basically just helps you understand that we are all salespeople. Everyone is within sales. Everyone sells something. You sell yourself to people every single day. You recommend a restaurant that you really like. Like even me today, someone asked me like, what restaurant would you recommend to go into London? I recommended a restaurant and I realized I'm not even getting paid for this. And I've just made this restaurant money. Okay. We do it every single day. Okay, so we are in the business of selling. And if you don't own that, you're never going to be able to master the art of sales. And it just is what it is. So own who you are, own the industry that we are in, because you are either going to be a consumer or you're either going to be a producer. You're either going to be able to make money from this, or you're either going to be able to give money for this and not get anything in return. Okay, cool. So when it comes to it, how you see yourself, okay, your income is capped by your self-perception. Now, what I mean by self-perception is how you see yourself and how you view yourself, okay? When you view yourself, do you think that you are bad at what you do? Do you feel like, you know, these people are so much better at selling than I am? These people are so much better at getting personals than I am. These people are so, and you're constantly comparing yourself. If you view that as how you view yourself and that's how you view yourself, your income will be capped at that. Okay, and Daniel G talks about this quite a lot, where if you view yourself as someone that is, you know, just defined by your numbers, someone that is defined by your results, someone that is defined and, you know, complains about everything about the business and the results and maybe the trades hit stop loss today, if you have that perception and you view things negatively and I want to say pessimistically, but I know we've got Swedish people on the call, so pessimistically basically means you view things negatively rather than positively. So if you see yourself as just posting or just sharing or just trying something, your results are going to reflect that. If you see yourself as someone that is a professional at it, you are learning along the way and you are perfecting everything, then that's when you're going to get results. When I first started TikTok, guys, I only started TikTok. Well, it seems so short, such a short time ago, but probably about 2.5 years ago, I started TikTok. When I first started out, I was not that great at TikTok. Okay. I didn't know how to actually present myself on TikTok. I didn't know what to talk about. I didn't know how to speak on TikTok. I was very robotic. I was very reading scripts and trying to figure out my own way. But I would be in the position where I would constantly seek feedback. I constantly seeked feedback. I constantly wanted people to critique what it is that I was doing so I could get better. Okay. So if you see yourself as I'm just posting or I'm just sharing or I'm just trying to see if this goes well, your results are going to reflect that. But if you are posting to be intentional to give value, you're posting to be intentional to educate, you're posting to be intentional to give information, then that's when you'll see difference in results. If you are just posting just to post, I know I have to get my 3 TikToks done today, so I'm just going to post this and just hope for the best, but I've done my 3 TikToks. That energy alone is not going to get you results. But if when you are creating your TikToks and when you are creating your content and you're like, this is going to help someone because they've just come across my page and they're going to get access to this information and this value that I've just put in this video is going to help one person. And I even seen a video the other day where there was this music producer and he created a song and he put out this content and it only got 300 views. And he said, we look at views quite a lot in terms of, when we push out content, we look at, okay, I've only got 300 views. But one of those views that he had was J. Cole, which then offered him an opportunity. And now he goes viral. You don't know out of your 200 to 300 views who is actually viewing your content. And that could be the person that changes your whole business. But because we're so fixated on the results that we get, we're so fixated on numbers, we forget that we're actually giving value. We're actually providing value. We're actually offering an opportunity that can help people. Okay, so you just want to have that perception and that thought process when we're offering things. Okay, if you see yourself as someone who solves problems, someone who connects people to solutions, your confidence is going to shift. I actually had this conversation a few months ago where, the person that was sharing the opportunity, I'm not going to say any names, but the person that was sharing the opportunity felt bad for sharing the opportunity because they weren't getting any results themselves. That doesn't reflect if you're going to get results. I want you guys to answer in the chat box. If I lost money today in trading, does that guarantee that you guys lose money as well? Just let me know in the chat box. No. If I win today, if I make money today, does that guarantee that you guys are going to make money today? No. So just because you haven't got results yet, it doesn't guarantee that the person that you share it with is not going to get results. Just because you have got results, it doesn't guarantee that the people that you're going to help is going to have results. So if you see yourself as I'm just simply offering you a solution to your problem, okay, I'm just simply offering a solution to your problem. I'm just being the best middleman, okay, and I'm just giving you something that can change your situation and help your situation possibly. Then when you look at it like that, I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to get rich quick. I'm not guaranteeing you're going to make 6 figures. I'm not guaranteeing any of these things. I'm offering a problem for your solution. Example, when someone is unhealthy and maybe they want to lose weight, the PT is offering them a solution for their problem. The gym is offering them a solution for their problem. They don't feel bad that they are selling a product. They don't feel bad charging people for the gym because they know that is the solution to their problem. Okay, so you want to look at it like that. That perception alone of I don't have to have the craziest results to be able to share this, because we can all agree that people have changed their lives from this opportunity. People have made money from this opportunity. There's literally been 5 people that have never made 4 figures in trading in a day, that just this month alone, and we are 3 weeks into the month, 5 people have hit 4 figure days, and they've never done that before in their lives. 5 people within our team have hit 4 figure days within trading. We can agree that our product works. We can agree that this can change lives. We can agree that this could be a solution to someone's problem. When you have that mindset, I don't feel like I'm harassing you when I'm sharing this. Sniper profile till the wheels fall off. But I don't feel like I'm harassing you when I'm now talking to you about this opportunity. I need to share this with you. And I actually spoke about this on my TikTok today. I got into Uber yesterday, and when I got into the Uber driver was on the phone to his son, and after the call with his son, he hung up and he apologized, and we was just speaking, and I said, that's absolutely fine, and he just went on to explain that his son lives in Poland. Okay, his son lives in Poland, and he doesn't get to see his son. So he doesn't get to see his son because his son lives in Poland, and he's in London as an Uber driver to make money for his family. If I didn't have access to this information, I wouldn't have been able to offer him a solution for his problem. Of course, I shared the opportunity and I said, look, this is something that can help your situation. This is something that this is a solution to your problem. All we are doing is giving people solutions to their problem. Imagine not being able to see your child because you are required to be in London to get paid. His child called him basically really upset that he couldn't see his dad, and he hasn't seen his dad since Christmas, and he just felt like he missed his dad and he couldn't really understand. His son was 9 years old. This is the solution to so many people's problems. I will never shut up about this because I know this can help so many people. Okay, so if you have that mindset of I want to share this with everyone because everyone needs this, you're going to share it with everyone. Okay, so in terms of what it is that we sell clarity. We give people clarity in terms of what it is that they do. We give people confidence. We can all agree that this has helped people, so many people, in terms of their mindset. A lot of people have come to me about, the mindset calls that we have, and 2 people have actually gone on to say that prior to this, they were suicidal and had lots of negative thoughts, and they don't feel like that anymore. That in itself is priceless. Regardless of if they've made money on trading, this has just changed their life in some sort of way. Okay, so we offer confidence, providing solutions to multiple problems. Okay, education. We offer education. We also offer financial skills, opportunity, freedom of choice, so many things that is a solution to so many problems. It doesn't just have to be finances. If the person deems themselves as depressed, we also have a solution to that problem. If someone, is overworking and overwhelmed, this is a solution to their problem. There's so many solutions that we provide to so many problems. Okay. So if you don't deem this as something that is providing a solution, you're never going to see this as the solution to people's problems, and your income will be capped at that. Because if you see yourself as harassing people and I'm annoying people, I will annoy you because I know the information. I have access to the information. I know that this can change your life. I will not shut up. Okay. So just have that energy. Cool. So when the buyer's brain, okay, so the buyer's brain, when you're selling to someone, you want to understand how a buyer works, okay? So why people say no. So I really wanted to put this in the presentation because a lot of conversations I've had over the last few days, a lot of people love to understand why people say no. And I always ask the question of, would you respond to you? Would you buy into you? Would you say yes to you? And it's all about our approach and just helping people being understood. And people don't resist products. They resist the pressure. If you feel like someone is being pressured, because we all don't like being sold to. Okay, if people pop in your DMs and people message you and they've got this ChatGPT script and they've just sent it to you, 99.9% chance we are not replying. Okay. But you know what was actually funny today? I actually got prospect today without even knowing that I got prospected, and I actually responded. They like caught me and I didn't I didn't even know. And their message was, "Hey, can I ask you a quick question?" Is no, they said, "Hey, is this the best place to ask you a question?" And I just said, "Yeah." And I realized that's actually such a smart move. That's such a smart move because I want to know what your question is. Like, what is your question? So I ended up responding. And obviously, they sent me like a copy and paste message. But I was so tempted to respond because, wow, you just flipped the tables. And I was actually really intrigued as to what you was asking me. So it was actually it was very smart. And sometimes I actually respond to, and I want you guys to really encourage this. You're going to get a lot of DMs. You're going to get a lot of people reaching out to you. I would encourage you to respond because you can actually learn and ask yourself, well, would I respond to this normally? Would I not respond to this normally? That is actually such a smart move. I can take that and apply that. Or, give them some objections, act as if you're interested in what it is they're saying and see how they handle you, because you can take notes of other people's in sales. Like I will reach out to people that are digital marketers and coaches. And I reach out to so many people just to see how they respond to me and just to see how they handle objections, because I want to learn from multiple people and see what works for me. Because if I would fall for that, chances are someone else will. Okay. So always just kind of trial it out, reach out to people, learn from multiple people. Okay. But it's not the products that people are resisting, it's the pressure that they're resisting. People are going to say no to you, are going to ignore you if you don't take the time to get to know them. If we go too quick into the sell, they're not going to respond. Okay, so when we pitch too early, I always do the 20-20-20 rule. And for those of you that don't know what 20-20-20 rule is, basically you follow 20 people, you engage with 20 people's posts, and you message 20 people. And when you're messaging 20 people, it's not to say, hey, are you open to extra streams of income? It's, hey, I absolutely love your page. Like, what is it that you do? Or, hey, this restaurant looks amazing. Where is this? Or, every time I see it's someone's birthday, I'm always saying happy birthday. Like I will always say happy birthday because I want to pop up in your messages as much as possible. You're going to probably check out my page just because I've messaged you happy birthday. You're going to check out my page. You have no idea who I am. I've probably never spoken to you before, but just because I've said happy birthday, you're going to check out my page. And now you feel warmer to me. So then when I do pitch and when I do offer the opportunity, you're a little bit more warmer to me than the next person. Okay. So also the other reason why we get ignored is because we lead with information instead of understanding. What I mean by that is we sell information too much and we try to give up too much information. Like, have you ever tried to close someone in the DMs just through messaging? It is the hardest thing to do, and you're more than likely to get ignored. Okay, because we try to close too quickly, and you have to understand that this is a process. Like, this is like you have to just finesse your way in, like, smooth your way in and butter your way in. And I like the way that, people are slower to pounce than just going straight in with it. If you was to just message me saying, a response to a message, like a response to one of my stories. And then you was to message me, maybe like and comment on one of my photos. And then maybe you was, to respond to another message. And then you took the time to understand me and know me. I'm probably open to hear what you got to say. You can have 10 minutes of my time. But if you're just someone that says, hey, Sammy, absolutely love your page, love what it is that you do. Are you open to extra streams of income? I'm going to ignore you. So always just have the mindset of, would I buy into this? Would I respond to this? Okay. Lead with understanding rather than information. Try to understand the person, understand why this would work for them, understand the problem so we can find out what solution we're bringing. Okay. And try to have the idea of exploring and getting to know someone. Like when you are messaging people, you want to build rapport. What I like to do, I like to get to know people, build relationships with people, and understand the problem that they have. A lot of people, the majority of the time, I found is three main problems that they have. It's either time. So they have a lack of time. They spend too much time working. They don't have time with their family. Okay. Money. They don't have a lot of money. or freedom. They don't get to travel, just like the Uber driver. He don't get to be with his son. His problem is freedom. We provide the solution to 3 of those problems, and those are the main problems that people have. So find out what department they're in, so then you can warm them into this. I feel like you could really win big with what it is that I do. I think this could really be a solution to what it is that you're going through. Are you open to just hearing some information? When you approach it like that, you understand their problem. You know that this could probably help them, and you are trying to come from a place of understanding. Okay, so problems, emotions, then desired outcome. If people want to vent to you about their situation, people want to vent to you about their job, people want to vent to you about not being able to see their kids, people want to vent to you that, they love traveling, but they only get to travel 2 times a year, let them. And then provide the solution, the desired outcome, okay? People buy when they feel understood, safe, and in control. Okay, so it's always you never want to say, let me tell you about this. It's let me understand you first. Let me understand how this could help you first. Because once you've got the let me understand how this can help you, you've already got your closing lines. You've already got, I can handle your objections because I'm going to tie it back to what it is that you want. Okay, so if someone is, if someone I am messaging or someone I'm talking to or whatever the case may be, and I've took the time to understand them, and this is, let's just say this person is Lucy, and Lucy has a really good paying job, but she works crazy amount of hours. I completely understand Lucy. I used to be in the same position. You don't even have to say I used to be, just like I know someone that used to be in the same position. I really understand. And I think this could be something that could actually help you. Are you open to just listening to some information? If it's not for you, absolutely fine. But I think it could help you. And I think you've got what it takes to win big. Lucy is probably going to say, yes, they actually heard my problem. They understood my problem. Money is not my problem. So money would not be her solution, but the freedom or the time would be her solution. Okay. So you always want to understand your customers and your prospects first before you pounce on them with an opportunity. Okay. So I found that works. And the method that this is called is the indirect method. So direct method is when you message people and you go straight into what it is that we're talking about and straight into, are you open to making more money? That's direct, where you're just being direct. I'm sending you a message and I'm not getting I'm not taking time to know you. Or you can do the long way, but you'll probably get more results. And that's the indirect method. I'm indirectly introducing this to you. Okay, so there's direct and then there's indirect. And I found that indirect is the longer game, but the better game. Okay, cool. Right, just drop a 1 if I'm not chatting your ears off, guys. You guys are still with me and we're getting some value from this call. Okay, lovely stuff. You guys are still with me. Amazing. So how to have no resistance conversations. So how to invite someone without actually chasing them. I found that when we're talking about this opportunity, sometimes we get a lot of resistance because one, Forex is a scam or network marketing, pyramid scheme, and all of these things. And, when you have a conversation with someone, you've now already got that opportunity with them, or you've now this is just another way to approach someone. So we spoke about the indirect method, where you can get to know them, come from a place of understanding. This is more direct. I found the indirect works. The direct also works, but you need to go through more numbers. Okay. So just like this person messaged me today, can I ask you something real quick? Or is this a good place to ask you a question? Or is this the best place to is this the best place to ask you a question? You're asking for permission first. Okay. This is more direct. But both ways work. I found that indirect works better for me, but if you are someone that feels like direct works better for you, you more want to get to the chase, you don't want to waste time getting to know people, that's actually fine. This is more direct. This is more inviting without chasing people and taking the time to understand people, okay? So you want to just say, can I ask you something real quick? Or you could use the person that messaged me today saying, is this a good place to ask you a question? Okay, whatever you like, okay? And then you can just say, what are you currently doing income-wise? I think you have what it takes to win big with me. I always use this line. I think you have what it takes to win big with me. I can't remember where I learned it from. I think I actually learned it from one of Daniel G's trainings. But genuinely, when you say this line, oh no, actually, I learned it from Brian Carifer's Building an Empire. So he just says like, I think you've got what it takes to win big with me. When people hear that, they are naturally more inclined to like, okay, this person sees something in me that I don't see in myself. Okay. So what are you currently doing income wise? I think you have what it takes to win big with me. They're going to let you know, I'm someone that works in retail, I've been doing it for the last 3 years, whatever. Would you be open to something different if it made sense? And when you're doing this, guys, this is a basis script. So you want to, of course, respond to what it is that they are saying. You don't want to just be an interviewer. Can I ask you something real quick? Yeah, sure, go on. Amazing. What are you currently doing income-wise? I think you got it what it takes to win big with me. Oh, I currently work in retail. Oh, I know someone that used to work in retail. They said, the customer service part of it is not the greatest. I completely get your situation, or I completely, can imagine what that is like. Would you be open to something different if it made sense? Okay, so definitely respond and touch up on what they say before you go into your next question. Okay, would you be open to something different if it made sense? Amazing. If I sent you a 10-minute video sharing the information, would you watch it? Even Anastasia, if you guys was just on Anastasia's call, she talks about the if I would you. That is something so, so powerful, and it's a psychological tactic that actually works with people. If I sent you this 10-minute video, would you watch it? If I done this for you, would you do this for me? Okay. You're more inclined. People are natural receivers if they are they are natural givers if they receive something. So if you are offering something and you just require them to give something in return, more in chance that they're going to say yes. So if I would you. Okay, and people, you're going to notice this. A lot of salespeople use this tactic. If I could offer a solution for your problem, would you be open to it? Okay, if I would you, always just have that in your mind. If I could, would you? Okay, and you're more inclined to get a yes. So if I sent you a 10-minute video sharing the information, would you watch it? If I could get you on an exclusive call that can share some information, would you jump on? Okay, like just if I would you, okay? And understand that a no isn't rejection, it's just information. You can always just look at, if I got a no, how could I have approached this better? Did I go too quick into the pitch? Does this person require a little bit more finesse? And what you guys are going to find is that more women require a little bit more finesse and you taking the time to understand them than men. Men are more okay with being direct and you getting straight to the point. But women, they require a little bit more finesse, taking time to get to know them. We're very emotional beings. We want to know that you care about us. All of these things. These are the things that you're going to kind of learn along the way. But I definitely want you guys trial. We're in sales. You're going to find what works for you. What works for Ella probably doesn't work for Savannah. What works for Savannah probably doesn't work for Almaz. What works for Almaz probably doesn't work for me, because we all have different personality types. We all have different things that drive us. We all have different ways of speaking, and all of these things that tie into how you're going to be such a great salesperson, because you're authentic to you. Okay, cool. So 5 prospecting rules. Okay, these are 5 prospecting rules, and then we're going to get really, really sort of into it. Okay, if you don't sell to someone, someone else will. Okay, understand that if you don't get that person to spend their £200 with us, what do you think they're going to spend their £200 on? They're going to spend it on food. They're going to spend it on vapes. They're going to spend it on going out to the club. They're going to spend it on the club. They're going to spend it on whatever. They're going to spend it. So if you don't sell something to someone, someone else will. Because majority of people are consumers. Okay, majority of people are going to spend their money. They're going to spend their money. It's just if they're going to spend it with you or not. So you need to show them the value. Okay, so number 1 of prospecting rules, you cannot lose. You will never lose a customer that you never had. You can't lose a customer that you never had. And you can't ever say the wrong thing to the right person. Okay, understand that the people that are supposed to be in your team, they will be in your team. And if they're not meant to be in your team, that's absolutely fine. But you can't lose from that. You can learn from that. You're never going to, it's something that I take with me everywhere because it doesn't hurt my ego in any sort of way. Like I know if you don't join me, it's because you aren't supposed to join me. I can't have said anything wrong to you. Okay? You can't lose. You will never lose a customer that you never had. Okay, they weren't your customer in the first place. They was just a potential prospect. They were just a potential customer, but they're not a customer that you never had. Okay, so you can't lose in this game of prospecting. You can only learn, and the best thing about this is every time you learn, you get better, and every time you say yes, you've just got a customer. Okay. I want to get better and I want to perfect. And the only way you're going to get better and get perfected is if you get a lot of no's. Because you're constantly then going to try and figure out, okay, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What do I need to figure out? What is this? How was my approach? Whatever. Okay. But if you just constantly win and you constantly get signups and you constantly get personals, you're not going to think you're doing anything wrong. You're not going to try and get better. Your ego is going to go through the roof, and take it from someone where their ego went through the roof at one point, because I thought I knew it all and I got humbled very, very quickly, very quickly. Okay. And I realized I don't know it all, and I'm okay with that. I don't want to know it all. Okay. You always want to have that mindset of I don't want to know it all, but I want to try and figure it out. Okay. So you can't lose. You'll never lose a customer that you never had. Number two, remember this steal card. Okay. Your prospects want to gain as much as possible. They want to feel like they got some sort of value for free. Like everyone, and you'd be lying if you say no, everyone loves a free sample. Everyone loves a free sample. And I'm going to tie this into Daniel G as well, because the way he sells is very, very smart. Everyone on this call should have an exclusive free chat. Okay. And in this free chat, you should be giving free value because people love free samples. Okay. You should be giving free value, whether it's the mindset calls, whether it's access to testimonial calls, maybe it's a cheeky trade. Sometimes you send in, whatever it is, they should feel like they're getting some sort of value for free. Even if you want to do a call, I know Anastasia done a really good call with how to set goals for her free exclusive chat. Things like that, where you can just offer to do a call, get out of your comfort zone and run a call for your team where they get free value. They want to feel like they just got something for free. And even when Daniel, he done this 4-hour training, he offered it for free. And I'm like, oh my God, still, I'm jumping on this. I'm not missing out on this. And on this call, I spent over £500. Guys, the call was free. The call was free. I ended up buying his university, access to his university. I ended up buying a book, and I ended up buying an event ticket. All on the call. I'm the biggest consumer ever. Okay. He sold me, and he sold me so well. And I plugged in the whole team. He got me so bad. I plugged in the whole team into this. You know who else bought event tickets? You know who else bought? Just because of free value. Just because of free value. Guys, if people think that they're getting a steal, they're just going to buy. I genuinely thought I'm getting some free information. And then I realized after the call, I just spent £500. Like, I was not expecting that at all. That was not what the plan was. But it would be good for you guys to offer value to your free chats. And then during that, you know, House of Riches has a free trial coming up. I want to plug you guys into the free trial. Message me free. You guys have got my number. Message me free, and I'm going to give you access to this free trial. You know, things like that where you're offering free. People love free. Okay. So that's the steal card concept, where they feel like they're in charge because they've gotten something, but really it's a card that you have given them to play. Okay. Number 3, the prospects you're looking for are looking for you. Everyone just wants to be understood. It could be absolutely anyone. The prospects that you're looking for high quality people. You're looking for people that need this opportunity. You're looking for people that need to pay their bills. I remember at one point in my life, I was like, I just need people that need to pay their bills. Like, I need those people, the people that are hungry to just pay their bills. Who did I attract into my business? Everyone that needed to pay their bills, and hearing that they needed to pay their bills and how much they needed to pay their bills. I heard it all. Okay. The people that you are looking for are also looking for you. So if you're looking for high quality people, the high quality people are also looking for you, but you have to become that high quality person. You never want to feel like just because I earn this much, I can't prospect you. You never want to feel, and I remember first starting this business, and I remember, well, I've only got 4 people in my team. I'm only getting paid $150 at the time. I was only getting paid $150. I can't speak to someone that looks like they've got 20K followers. I can't speak to someone that is already in sales. And I would just down myself, not realizing I'm offering an opportunity. I'm just being the middleman. I don't have to be the chef. I don't have to be the waiter that's giving these people their food. I just know that this restaurant is good. Okay. So I'm offering them the experience of the restaurant. Okay. That's it. Just become the best middleman. Never ever down yourself or where it is that you're currently at and feel like you can't offer something to someone just because of where you're currently at. Okay. Who you are looking for is also looking for you. It could be your Uber driver. It could be your waitress or your waiter. It could be, someone that you've fallen into conversation down the road. You never want to, if you have a conversation with someone you don't know, never leave that conversation without getting their number or their Instagram, ever. You always, let me connect with you. I really like your vibe. Are you on Instagram? Sometimes I don't even compliment them. I say, are you on Instagram? Like literally randomly, I'll just say, are you on Instagram? Are you on Instagram? Okay. Cool. Number 4, you're a present, not an interruption. You can never outperform how you see yourself. Again, you can't outperform how you see yourself. If you see yourself as an executive, you see yourself as someone that hasn't got any personals, you see yourself as, someone that's just a beginner in the game, your energy is going to come across like that. Okay. You have to understand that you have the gold. You have the opportunity. You have access to the opportunity. You have access to the information. Automatically, that brings your value up because you've got something that they don't. You've got access to something that they do not. Okay. So understand that when I'm approaching you and when I'm talking to you about this, I know I can change your life. I know this opportunity can change your life. And I want you guys to have that energy as well. Like, I know just by me sharing this with you, I can change your life. No matter who you are, no matter how many personals you have, no matter how many customers you have, no matter how long you've been doing this for, I know just because I have access to this information, I can change your life. Always. Okay. And then number 5, prospect them all. Everyone is a prospect. No one is safe. Everyone is a prospect. Everyone is a prospect. Don't prospect based on your financial situation. Prospect based on, I know this opportunity can help you. I know this is a solution for your problem. Okay. I know this. I'm prospecting everyone. You just served me. You look like you're working hard. How long have you been working here for? Do you want to work here for another however long? No? Okay. Well, I'd love to share something that I'm currently doing. I think you could win big with me. Are you on Instagram? No one says no to Instagram. What, are you going to say no to an extra follower? No, you don't. Okay? No. So always never leave someone. Just prospect everyone. Everyone is a potential prospect. And even if someone does say no, which is very rare that people say no to Instagram, even if they do, that no is not a loss. I've learned. Okay? Now, how do I go about it? Honestly, guys, I used to be the type of person, we would go face-to-face prospecting as a team. So we would go to our shopping centers and everyone would go in these stores and talk to people. You know who stood outside because they were too shy? Me. You know who didn't want to speak to people? Me. You know who was too scared to actually just talk about this opportunity to people? Me. Do you know how I got over it? I just done it. When I was scared, when I felt uncomfortable, when I was sweating, when my hands were like clammy, I was still doing it. And you guys might think, Sammy, like you were scared to talk to someone about the opportunity. Yes, at one point, yes, I was. But the way I got over it is just doing it and doing it and doing it again. Now, I you're gonna hear about it. You're going to hear about it. But the only way I got here is because I was okay with starting off shy. I was okay with starting off inconfident. I was okay starting off with my hands shaking and sharing the opportunity with them. I just wouldn't shake their hand after because they would feel all the sweat. But that's okay. Okay. I was still getting their Instagrams. Okay. So prospect everyone. Get in the habit of prospecting everyone. Every relationship you build, every person you fall into conversation with, prospect everyone. Okay. Cool. Sending a DM isn't about Sending a perfect DM. Okay, so sending a perfect DM isn't about understanding how to sell. It's about understanding how to buy, how people buy. So when you message people, and I know a lot of us are guilty from this, and even when I first started out, I was guilty from this. Hey, I love your page, or I love your content, or I love this. Would you be open-minded to making another income? Stop it. Stop doing that. Don't do that. Ban yourself from doing that. Don't do it ever again. Okay. You will get ignored. You will not get responded to. People will not respond to you and people will ignore you, okay? What you can say is, look, hey, Carol, you always want to make it personal. Even sending voice notes really, really help. You're more inclined to get a response if you're sending a voice note. So send a voice note. Hey, Carol, I found you on my view page, or I realized that we were following each other. Explain how you found her. So if we're following each other, or say, for example, you found her on the For You page, or say, whatever, wherever you found her, okay? I realized that we had a few mutuals, whatever, however you found Carol. By the way, I was going through your profile and I found. So this is obviously for people, there's multiple different ways, and I'm just giving you guys loads of options. You can run it how you run it. Do it whatever seems fit for you. I personally like the indirect way the best, but you guys are going to find a way that works for you better, and that's okay. Okay. So, hey, Carol, I found you on the For You page. And by the way, I was going through your profile and I found that, you know, you're into yoga, which requires someone to be really consistent and really disciplined. I think you've got what it takes to win big with me. I help people like yourself increase their income through a few services. Okay. Are you open to exploring other ways to making money? Direct way. Okay. It's direct with a voice note. It's a bit warm, but you've actually taken the time to understand Carol and where you found her. Okay. This is just another way. Okay. There's multiple different ways, guys. There's indirect, there's direct, there's more direct, there's less direct. Find what works for you. My personal way is actually building a relationship with someone, finding their problem, then offering the solution. That's mine. Okay. But if you like this way better, if you like the direct way better, do what works for you. Okay. So this is another way. Okay. Hey, Carol, by the way, I was going through your profile and I found you're into the gym, which requires someone to be really disciplined. I think you've got what it takes to win big with me. I help people like yourself increase their income through a few services. Are you open to exploring other ways to make money? Okay. Carol replies, yeah, sure, send some information over. I would love to share the info. If I send over a video that explains everything, would you watch it? If I would, you, okay? Would love to share the information. If I got you access to an exclusive call where you'll be able to see for yourself, would you jump on? If I would, you, whether it's you're plugging them into a video, you're plugging them into a presentation, whatever you want to plug them into, okay? So it's like, if I would you, if I would you, if I would you. Okay. And what I like to do is I tell people to send me their number. So then I can actually, I've got them on WhatsApp. I've got your number. You're mine forever. Okay. And that's it. Okay. You're now locked in with me. I can now call you whenever the hell I want. I can now send you some things regardless. And what I found as well is when you've already piqued someone's interest and they haven't really bought in yet, you can, example, Matilda just made four figures in trading the other day. What I've done, I've screenshotted Matilda's, thanks Matilda, by the way, I appreciate you. But I've screenshot Matilda's results. And I'm like, hey, Matilda's been in my team for a few months now, and these are the results that she's been able to achieve. I thought that, you know, you'd definitely be interested in just seeing the results from some people that have been experiencing this. I've just done another peak. I've just watered another seed. I've just watered the seed. I'm just going to continue to water seeds. Hey, I've got a free chat. Would love to plug you into my free chat. I sometimes send free information and free value in there. Let me know if you want the link and I can send it to you. You're constantly just peaking. Okay. So just constantly water seeds. Okay. How to invite without chasing. I think this is one of the last slides. So how to invite without chasing. Oh no, we've went through this. Okay, cool. Affirmations, guys. If I didn't speak to you about the spiritual side of it, if I didn't speak to you about mindset, then I would not be Sam. Okay, guys, 95% of everything that we do, I can even go on to say 99% of everything we do is spiritual. I can put my life on it. I can put everything on it. It is spiritual. Our results are spiritual. What you believe is what is going to happen. Too many people are focused on, well, this person said no to me and this person didn't respond to me. And now you automatically have an expectation that more people are not going to respond to you, that more people are not going to reply to you, that more people are not going to buy into what it is. So now, because you're expecting that, what do we think is going to happen? The universe, God, is going to give you what you expect. Okay. I'm not trying to make this a mindset call. I'm just giving you the facts of it. Just giving you the facts of it. Okay. It's spiritual. What you expect to happen is going to happen. When you expect personals, you will get personals. When you expect success, you will get success. If you expect results, you will get results. But if you expect this person to not buy into me, you expect to not go viral, you expect, it's spiritual. It's spiritual. When I'm in the mindset of, I'm going to go viral, I'm going to go viral, damn, I'm going viral, I'm going viral, I'm going viral, I'm going viral, I know eventually I'm going viral. Like, it's a given. When I say, like, I'm going to get personals, 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 all of a sudden people just start messaging me out of nowhere, interested, and I haven't spoken to these people in months. It's spiritual. So these are some affirmations that I like to repeat. And you just want to find three affirmations that you constantly repeat. You don't have to repeat these all, just three affirmations that you constantly repeat. Maybe like, I get personals every single day. I get personals every single day. And when you're feeling like, I'm not getting personals right now, or I'm not breaking through right now, just constantly just repeat, just like, don't believe in the 3D. Like this, what you see right now, it's not real. What is in here is real. Okay. So I'm getting personals every day. I'm becoming the type of person my goals require. My belief is stronger than my fear. I'm a professional. I attract the right people with ease and authenticity. Every conversation improves my skill and confidence. Rejection doesn't define me, consistency does. I am building momentum. My business grows daily. I show up daily. People pour into my business on a daily basis. I'm getting better every day at recruiting people into my business. I expect good things to happen in my business. I am disciplined. I'm focused. I am committed. Whatever it is. Find three affirmations. It doesn't have to be these are just ideas, but whatever it is that you want to happen in your business. Maybe you want to attract high quality leaders into your business. Maybe you want to get personals every single day. Maybe you want affiliates in your team. Whatever it is, affirm it. Affirm it, affirm it, affirm it. And when you start expecting it, that's when it will happen. I challenge every single one of you to find three affirmations, just three, of what it is that you want. Affirm it every day for 30 days. And you let me know if I'm lying. You let me know if Sammy is just talking for the sake of talking, okay? Or if something actually changes and something actually shifts. Whether it's, I get personals every single day. People pour into my business every single day. I attract high quality leaders into my business. I pop 4 no mores every single week. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Affirm it. Every time you doubt it, affirm, affirm, affirm again. Affirm it again. And if your mind is playing tricks and it's going to tell you, no, you don't have any personals, no, you don't have any 4 no mores, say it out loud. Say it out loud, because when you're saying out loud, your mind has no choice but to follow what it is that you're speaking. Okay? 95% of this is spiritual. Please, if you take anything from this call, you can message 1 million people. Okay? If you don't expect, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. Okay. So I really want us to get back on our spiritual game, get back on affirming into our business, get back on affirming life into our business. Our businesses flourish every single day. Personals join us every single day. Why wouldn't they? House of Riches is one of the fastest growing communities within Mastermind. We've been saying it. It's now a fact. We have people and ranks pop in every single week. We attract high quality people into this team every single day. We attract high quality people into our businesses. We have personals every single day. We all go viral all the time. Speak it, then you're going to live it. Okay, cool. With that being said, guys, hopefully you guys got some value from this call. Hopefully you guys are going to go out there and message as many people. I'm not going to say we're going to annoy people, because we don't annoy people. We're providing solutions to people's problems, and we're going to go provide more solutions to more people's problems. Okay, go out there, message as many people as you need to, go absolutely crazy. Let's get some personals. Let's get some rank ups. Let's go absolutely crazy, and let's believe in ourselves again. I think over the Christmas period, We was definitely going through a stage of hibernation. And a lot of people have forgotten who you are. Okay. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget that you are providing a solution to people's problems. Don't forget that you have the gold and you are simply just sharing it. Okay. So, with that being said, have an amazing evening, guys. I look forward to seeing all the promotions. I look forward to everyone's businesses growing. I look forward to you guys having your breakthroughs. And I look forward to everyone coming out of their comfort zone. So, have a lovely evening. Take care. And if you guys need anything, I'm always here.